Hey kids, Peter von Panda here. Hey, have 3 brands of emergency ration food, food that you can use in an emergency or backpacking or whatever. Wanted to do a little taste test, open up these packages, tell you what they cost, what they taste like, what might make sense to buy. And so we'll give each of these a shot today and see what the differences are. Okay, next up is the Mainstay 3600 emergency ration. As you can see, compared to the Daytrex brick, it's a little bit different sized. It's much flatter, so make it easier to stack. It's basically the same volume, but it's kind of just a different packaging style. And I can tell you it's not vacuum sealed, or it doesn't seem to be, because there's definitely some room and the things move around here. What I do like is when they provide you a way to open it up, and I can tell you right here there's a little notch. I assume that is meant to be there, but I think I can just tear across the top here and open up this package without tools as well. Okay, so let me put the plate on here because I can tell you I've cut this open, and the food, the rations themselves, are pretty big, kind of small brownie size, kind of like lemon bar size, and they're not individually wrapped. So once you open up this sucker, go ahead and eat it because you don't have much choice, and there doesn't seem to be any kind of resealable to the nest to this bag. So kind of one of the downsides is once this is open, it's kind of, you know, you're going to want to finish it off. So keep that in mind. Now the food here, again, kind of like the Daytrex, this is actually less crumbly, and it might just be because it's a big bar, but even breaking off a small piece of it here is distinctly harder. But it's still, you know, it's a dry, crumbly type of cookie. It seems to have kind of more of a dense, buttery kind of texture and look to it. Smell-wise, it smells a little more tart. Definitely doesn't smell like a cookie. Kind of smells like, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't necessarily smell like something that would be laid out that I'd gravitate towards and eat, but it doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of like, I don't know, lemonade or something. So let me give it a shot here. You know, this is definitely a lot different than the Daytrex. It actually, you know, the word I would use here is like buttery, and in fact, but it's like kind of like a dry buttery dough. It almost tastes like cooked pie crust to me a little bit. It has a little bit more zing than pie crust, but it has a little bit of that. If you really had like kind of a butter heavy, cream heavy pie crust, that's what a baked pie crust, that's what it kind of tastes like to me. I mean, there's a little like tart, bitterness, sharp smell to it, but it tastes good. What I would say is, if I had to eat a lot of this, it's not really kind of a more neutral taste that I would like. I can definitely tell it's, like I said, it's just a little off that. It's not something that's delicious, that tastes like a cookie. It definitely has a unique kind of tart taste to it. I certainly wouldn't have any problems eating it, but this is over the Daytrex emergency food, which kind of does have that cookie taste, and you can kind of eat without thinking about it. This would take a little bit of, either it's an acquired taste or maybe your palate really would like it, but it's not bad. If it were really an emergency, you wouldn't care, but you know, keep that in mind. That I think if you tasted it, it just, like, you wouldn't eat pie crust alone. You'd eat a cookie, but you wouldn't eat pie crust by itself. So not bad, but probably not my favorite taste out of it. That, combined with the fact that nothing's individually wrapped, that the cube portions are pretty large, is kind of another thing. But you know, not bad. It is what it is. That's the Mainstay emergency food ration. Peter von Panda out.